Hello, this is CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I'm in my room. I'm right across the river from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, and just to the west side of downtown. So, this is the bed frame that I had ordered and came in the mail, and I had to assemble it piece by piece by piece by my little self. And it was some complicated instructions. Uh, because there were so many pieces. you know, uh, this particular piece of the headboard, that top curved bar and that bar underneath, and the embellishment, and the same on the foot bar, the head bar and the foot bar. It's not a board, so I'm calling it a bar. But yeah, so the head bar and the foot bar came partially assembled, but every other piece uh, and every like uh, this is not one bar. This is like three different bars going down the middle, and then all these little things and uh, oh, yes, it was very complicated. Some of these bars are actually two pieces. I will go through and I will take the stickers off of them tomorrow. I'm a little tired tonight. I'm gonna um, I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, and then it's a good thing I'm an insomniac because you know. Uh, Yeah. This was a little bit more, even the knobs and stuff. But tomorrow I'll get to rearrange the room uh, the way that would be more becoming, other than having a canopy just shoved over in the corner. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have it come out on this wall. My mattress here. I got to uh, hose it down. I think what I'm going to do is have move some things out and have the bed come out against this wall, the way it was when I first moved in. That way, or I could just have it move it directly in this window here. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Decisions. I get to sleep on it. But there was a time. Check this out. That I would have had someone assemble this, but it got me thinking. And if I could talk to someone who's a fabulous engineer, or if they see this, they can just take my idea and run with it. We have Roombas that people can buy that will help them vacuum and clean their floors. You know, just by switching on a button. Um, and you can change the functionality of, say, a vacuum by changing the attachment, or an electric drill by changing the attachment. Uh, you can change the functionality of a hair dryer, uh, you know, by changing the attachment, you know. So, just a bathroom hair dryer. Uh, if we combine those two functionalities, that you can change the functionality by changing some attachments, that would be the first thing. And the second thing is that you would change the functionality, say, of a machine, a home machine that does chores automatically, when you change its functionality by changing some of the components, but also by changing the programming so that you have uh, a robot in your home, not a humanoid kind of robot. I think that's off-putting to people, and they don't even need to talk to you like your Alexis does or anything like that. Last thing we need to do is have pretend friends. We've got enough human pretend friends. We don't necessarily need robot pretend friends, but um, we could have them, say, programmable. Uh, say, this bed. So you have this machinery that can do uh, some handiwork. Like maybe you can get it to assemble something based upon the programming that comes with the product that you could enter into your uh, machine. And say you pay a deposit for that programming, and then you get, and it's a non-copy. It's a non-copy program, and then you get your deposit back when you return the program. And we have automated machines in factories that do work. Uh, so yeah, it's very possible that you could have something like that in the home to help with something like this. Maybe you're a single person like me. Maybe you've got hedges, so you can have your perimeter set for how you want your hedges trimmed, and have a program loaded into the machine that will trim your hedges and mow your lawn or something like that. And I don't know. Uh, yeah, I think it's really plausible that in the future we could have automated machines at home that we could program. But a long time ago, I would have just paid to have this thing. Like I would have paid somebody. Like I tell you, it was the last person that I lived with uh, in a uh, home nesting, romantic kind of situation, and it was before two men could marry each other. In Louisiana and everything like that. So there was nothing, you know what I mean? Like when the relationship ended, and even though I had a lot invested, it was kind of a bad breakup. I pretty much have forgiven it now. But you know, uh, when I left everything behind. But before the breakup, I'll tell you, I bought a bed because it was like this breakup, and it's like, fine, I'll just we'll we'll try this thing where we're going to be ending a relationship, but we'll live in separate rooms at the house. That does not work, by the way. But yeah, it does not work for men. I don't know if two women or a man or woman, but it was like almost a War of the Roses, So what we did, what I did was uh, I bought a new bed, and so I went out and I bought a queen size bed, and it was a metal frame, a lot like this, and uh, great mattresses and everything like that. And what happened was the guys came and they set it up and put the they even made the bedding up. So it was wonderful. It was great, and it was a really really awesome bed. And this was like a ooh 18, 19 years ago, and I'd spent about $1,400 on the bed with the bed frame and the mattresses and all that kind of you know grooviness going on. So it was a little, you know, discount mattress my ass. I'll tell you that much. But that was in another life, when I can afford to have things like that done for me. These days, it's something like this comes along. I'm assembling this bitch myself, and I live by myself, so it's like. Um, but you learn a lot about leverage. Like if you hold something close and you're trying to, if it's a long bar and you're holding it close and you're trying to fit it with the screw and everything, you're not going to have as much control. I knew this from when I was a server in restaurants and pouring water and everything, where you hold the pitcher and everything gives you a little bit more control. And the further away you hold something from the point of axis, from the point of turn, where you putting a screw into the end of a bar, the further you can hold the bar, uh, the more control. You would get less work if it were a lever. You would the further away from the point of axis, you get less work if it's a lever. But you know, and ultimately between your shoulder and the bar or something, if you're turning it, you get you let your finger do the action or everything like that, uh, you'll have more control. So when it's simple machines like this is primarily uh, levers and screws and bars, your basic machinery. uh, the further away you are from the point of axis, from the point of action or whatever, uh, the uh, more control you have, but you end up needing to do a little bit more work in lieu of, uh, or as a trade-off for gaining the ease. It's kind of like rope and pulley. I don't know how this works, but the more pulleys that you have in a pulley system, uh, it's easier. It's easier. Like if you have about 6 or 7 pulleys to pull up a weight, then the weight is really easy. But even though it's easier, you still have to pull that last rope. You have to pull it, more of it, in order to get the same kind of rise from the other side. It's weird how machines work, but the fact of the matter is, and it's a philosophy. I think they work that way to teach us a philosophy that the easier something is, you know, the more you have to work at it to get uh, a result. Or the easier something is, uh, the harder something is, the more result you get, and the easier something is, the less result you get. And so this is a philosophy that machines teach us, simple machines, non-programmable machines, and it's exemplary in how the things that uh, our tools of work, our instruments of work. Firstly, they're our bodies, our hands and our bodies, and our everything. And it's like, um, yeah, it's kind of like when I'm bringing groceries upstairs. I would rather take many more walks up and down my stairs to bring groceries upstairs versus overloading myself and taking fewer trips up the stairs. So it's weird. Either way, you get there. But I didn't mean for this to be philosophical, but it did. It also, I talked about non-learning robots that you can put task by task programming in to do to some of the chores around your house. So, uh, why not? I mean, I'm sure that they have them in factories doing work, and they're probably robots that are singular tasks, but they can be modified depending upon the task that is needed. Uh, I know that when I worked in a plastic factory a long time ago, what we would do is we would just change the molding, and the same machine would make multiple uh, products to pay based upon what it was needed. So it was kind of cool. Anyway, I'm rambling way too much about a whole bunch of nothing. It's because it's late. By now, it's actually early, and I'm tired. I need to eat too. I did not really. What did I eat today? Oh, I had some hot wings, but not many. Not many. I had about 6 wing portions, 6 or 7 wing portions. So yeah, I'm gonna go have some food now that I've done really really well, and I'm tired. I'm mumbling and rambling. But this is also, I'm going to go ahead and post this because I have a philosophy: never be afraid to look foolish. I also need to like get underneath there because there's like the bits and pieces. Uh, oh, that's not dirt on the floor. That's stickers on the bar. I'm like, I need to get up there and clean my floor. Okay. I probably need to clean the floor anyway, but that's, yeah. Okay. Let me stop thinking. I love you guys. Love and light. Peace out. Good night.